kind of nervous to tell this story. Uh, I've kept this mostly private for like 3 years, but it's sort of pivotal to where I'm at in life and where we are in life. This is Sailor, my wife, by the way. And I got to tell this story, and I'm having her on here with me because it's so unbelievable that I need her to be a witness, and she was a witness. And she will tell the truth. She's very honest. Okay. So here it goes. It was 9/11, 2022. It was my birthday. And we were leaving the casino.
I was driving.
She was driving. And I was drunk. And I'm having an absolute pity party for myself. I am down in the dumps. I'm unpredictable at this point.
A roller coaster.
I'm a roller coaster. Just in a kind of a dark place in life. My identity was tied to my success, so that was very volatile. But I was wrestling with all these huge questions, and I do need to say, like, my parents did a great job raising me. Like, I had good values, I had all the things, but when it was time to go off and be on my own for a couple years, I let the wrong voices maybe get in my head, and I just ended up in this place where I didn't really see the point of anything. I didn't have like any type of adult faith. I kind of was starting to think I was just some cosmic accident and like I didn't really matter and my existence was sort of meaningless. So, in the middle of this, we're in the car, she's driving. I'm looking out the window and I said, "God, if you're real, then play my song next on the radio."
In your head. I had no idea that he said this.
Yes. And so my heart is pounding already. I don't know why. My heart was already pounding. I'm waiting for the next song. I keep peeking over at the radio. And then I hear this guitar come in. And I didn't recognize the guitar that was playing. And so I was like, in my head, I'm like fist pumping. I'm like, yes, I don't have to change anything about myself. I could be the same sucky person I already am. This is perfect. I can do whatever I want. But then my voice started coming through the radio.
And I thought it was super cool. I didn't know this was going on in his head. I was like, oh, look, it's you.
So she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're on the radio. This is so cool." And I literally was like, "No!
He was pissed.
What is going on?
Yeah.
This can't be. No!" She's all confused.
I'm like, what? Why? I don't get it.
Why
And
are you
then
being so cranky?
Pretty much after he got really mad, he was silent all the way home.
So then the last 10 minutes, I'm completely silent as my
Staring
heart...
out the window.
My heart was pounding out of my chest. I could hear it in my ears. I was freaking out. Well, I'm thinking about this, and I think, okay, what are the odds my song plays next on the radio? I had a song on the radio in 2020. So 2 years removed, a non-hit. I mean, 1 in 10,000, the odds maybe, that my song play next after I say the words, "God, if you're real, play my song next." So then I thought, what would be the odds that an unreleased song of mine that is not on any streaming platforms plays next on the radio? And it's a miracle. It's infinitely tiny. I don't even know how it's possible or how it happened still.
And tell them what the song title is.
And the song title was Heaven. Are you kidding me? So I basically get punched in the face by this. I mean, it's just a miracle. It still makes my stomach drop. Still makes my heart pound when I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we get home.
I remember putting the car in park. And as soon as I put the car in park, he said, "You're never going to believe this." And I was like, what?
And my voice was shaking.
What's going on?
And I told you.
He told me his internal dialogue.
Yes.
And I was like, I believe it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so then she's like, "God just showed himself to you." And I was like, I don't think I was ready for that. So I am still having a meltdown at this point. And then it kind of set in that, like, okay, maybe this life thing is not a total joke. Maybe my existence isn't totally meaningless. Maybe I could be a better version of myself, not just for myself, but for you, for my family, for my community, hopefully. Um, yeah, and that was the day, that was the pivotal day that I started to change.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't easy. It wasn't
This is
pretty.
It is a slow process.
It was a slow
It
process.
is a lifelong process
And
too.
there were a lot of parts of me that went down kicking and screaming.
Like what?
Like, gosh, where do I even begin? Like most of me. Well, I was
Yeah.
a very angry person. I was definitely indulging in things like porn and
Drinking a lot.
drinking a lot,
Swearing a lot.
swearing like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, literally the list goes on and on. Um, and that day was kind of the beginning of the end of all that. Um, I also kind of realized that all the people, I shouldn't say all the people, the young people, like the 12 and 13-year-olds at the time, 14-year-olds at the time, we have quite a few of them in our family. That was kind of when I realized they were all looking at me, like mimicking me,
Mm.
which kind of breaks my heart now, because I do see the importance of setting a good example. Because whether you know it or not, people are looking up to you,
That's true.
and they
You're a
will
great
mimic
example
you
now.
much better than I was. And I'm not perfect. I'm obviously very far from perfect, but it was the beginning of the end of a lot of these vices. And obviously, I couldn't have done it on my own, because if I could have done it on my own, I would have, but I couldn't. Which is where Jesus comes into play here. And it's kind of like I don't get the glory, because apart from the spirit of Jesus, I couldn't do any of these things. I couldn't quit any addictions or vices, whatever you want to call them. So I do give credit to Jesus, and he brought me back to life. It's the spirit that brought Lazarus back from the dead. And yeah, it could bring you back from the dead too, if you let it. But yeah, I just feel like it's important to tell this story, and I've been excited to tell this story. I don't feel like this happened to me to keep it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a miracle. It's an unbelievable miracle, and I think I need to tell it because it might be something that somebody needs to hear, to maybe open themselves up to something bigger, or just revelation in general. So that's my testimony.